I gotta understand that Miss Spirit is in the building, and I always learn from her. Kiana, what's going on, Rashawn?
Well, let me tell you, we are breathing and relaxing over here with our favorite certified counselor, Miss Spirit. Of course, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and as women, we know a lot about stress. So we're always looking for ways to live a stress-free life.
And she's here to help us do that. Welcome, Spirit.
Hey, yes,
to have you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, I need that.
I know. Special dress.
Special's body is on point.
Well, I can't do much about that, but I can put the dress on. I need to go to the pop-up spot.
What you can do is help us with this stress.
Yes.
And let's define stress for people. I know what it feels like, but explain it. If we had to explain what stress is, what would it be?
because we throw that word around so commonly. When I'm stressed out, I got a lot of stress. But really what stress is the way that the body responds to all of the things that we require it to deal with, okay? So there are good stresses and there are bad stresses, okay? Not all stress is created equally, okay? So good stress, that are things that help us to increase focus. It can give us those endorphins. It can make us really perform at our peak when we're under stress. We get that little bit of nervousness and it gives us that razor sharp precision, right?
Yes.
Okay, but the bad stress, now this is the one that just makes you just kind of lose it all, okay? Now, and there are two forms of stress. There are the acute stressors, which are like the short-term things. Things like you're stressed out during finals week or you have a project that's due at work and it's really hard to get through. That's short-term stress. But with chronic stress, that longer stress that we are left to endure for years and years as a result of things like trauma, poverty, racism, chronic illness, those kind of stressors on the body over time really can take a toll and can really do us in.
Speaking of doing us in, we have learned from you in the past. Stress does affect African-American women differently.
That it
Or
does.
women of color, period. So why is that?
Well, that's because a lot of women of color are also dealing with what we call the black superwoman syndrome. And this is a very real thing. You know, some people go, is it just something that you just, you know, a nickname? But this is a very real thing in mental health that we talk about. And this is an actual syndrome where women deal with 5 major characteristics. The first one with African-American women in particular are often that we have to present an image of strength all the time. We pillars of strength, okay? In addition to that, we are taught to suppress our emotions. We feel obligated to be a strong front all the time, no matter what. We also have a resistance to vulnerability of asking help from others. You know, we have to have it all together as women. I can't ask you for help. Are you kidding? I gotta have this.
Right.
The other thing is that it's motivation to succeed against the odds. We work with very little and we make it work.
Sis.
Okay,
You know
that is what we do. And last but not least is putting oneself last. We put everyone else before us. And this includes what we call network stress. You hear yourself in this? Yeah, take your cape off.
I am
network
superwoman.
stress. And this is what this means is that not only are you stressed out if you have a problem, but if your mother has a problem, if your girlfriend has a problem, if your husband has a problem. Network stress means you feel the impact of everybody else's stress.
What's that called?
It is called the Black Superwoman Syndrome. Look it up. It's a very real thing.
I don't have to look it up.
Is there a pill or prescription?
Honey, listen, lots of therapy. We got to help take the capes off. That's what we got to do.
And so what can we do to help relieve this stress, this superwoman syndrome thing? Because the 5 things that you said,
you got them all.
Yes, I have
Listen, I got women that say that they have capes of every color. They got them bedazzled, speckled. They got them in the glove box, in the car. You name it, everywhere.
Okay, what do we need to do?
Okay, so first and foremost, we have to look for ways to relieve this stress.
Got it.
Now, really easy things. You can focus on activities that surround or focus on breath work. Things like yoga, exercise, running. You're looking to relax and control your breath.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember, it all starts with the breath. The other thing is that we have to learn to say no.
Come on, no.
No is a complete sentence. It needs no explanation. No. N-O, no. Okay? Also, you got to have more sex. This is one of my favorite ones on the list. Have more sex. And now, this is the ironic thing, though, is usually when we're stressed, what do? We have less sex.
Yes.
But sex is a great mental health reliever. It's a great physical reliever. It does lots for the body. So pull together with your partner. Get that stress relief.
You gotta find a partner first. You gotta get a partner, Spirit.
And last but not least, I can't say it enough. Therapy. Mental health counseling will do you wonders. Do your work.
Oh my gosh, you do us wonders every time you are here. Thank you so much, Spirit.
My favorite. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, for more information.